Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I am doing my March TBR wrap-up video. This is long overdue. I'm literally doing this like in the late beginning of this month when it should have been done a long time ago, but you know, things happen, people get busy, and either way, it's going to be up, it's going to be done, and I'm so excited to wrap up all of the books within this TBR. Oh, all right. So first I'm gonna start off with the Gilded ones by Namina Forna. And I feel like this book is all over BookTube and it has been introduced so many times. So I'm not gonna give a synopsis. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I love everything about it. I know it has not been the book for everybody, but it definitely was the book for me. I loved the vibe that it gave and how quick paced it was. It was the perfect book to start off this month with, well, last month with, and I just really loved it a lot. As you can see from the tabs and everything, it was just my cup of tea. I loved it, and kudos to Namina Forna. Like, go queen, go. It was a perfect way to start off Women's History Month too, like. And then next up is Americanah by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and I gave this book 2 stars. Actually, I DNF'd this book. I didn't even fully read it because it just wasn't for me. The font was too small and it wasn't interesting enough, and I felt like it was dragging and in some ways repetitive, and so I just abandoned this book altogether. It just wasn't my cup of tea. It wasn't for me, so yeah. Next is Fence volumes 1 through 4, and I gave volume 1 4.5 stars, and 2, 3, and 4 5 stars. Yeah. So Fence, I feel like that is a graphic novel that is all over BookTube, so I'm not gonna give a synopsis again. I don't usually like to give synopsises during my wrap-ups because it takes too long. Anyways, I gave the first volume 4.5 out of 5 stars because I feel like it was okay. It didn't really capture me. It was interesting, but it wasn't like, wow, amazing. But from 2 and onwards, I felt like I was definitely captured, and it's just a really nice graphic novel. And kudos to the creators, the illustrators, and it's just really good. I love it. And the one thing I have to really compliment is the covers. I definitely love the covers. I feel like they're fierce and the composition is amazing. That's one thing that really had me from the get-go, the covers. Next is What I Saw and How I Lied by Judy Blundell, and I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars because although it was one of the atrocious books that I read this month, it was written well and it was very capturing. The reason why I wasn't very comfortable with this book was because of the setting and the discussions going on about race within this book and sex. There was a lot of sexist moments, a lot of racist moments, and it was just a little disturbing. But kudos to Judy Blundell for being able to write such a disturbing story but capture you at the same time and keep you interested and intrigued. The beginning was a little slow paced for me, and it dragged for a bit, but as soon as it picked up, I was right there in the story. And although I was disturbed, as I said, I had to finish the book to see what was going to happen. I do not like that the ending ended the way it did. It kind of disturbed me. So yeah, this book 3 out of 5 stars, only because it was intriguing and it kept me on my toes. But besides that, I would have gave it a 2 or a 1.5, but yeah, 3 for Judy Blundell's amazing writing skills. Next is Strange the Dreamer by Lani Taylor, and I gave that book 5 out of 5 stars because amazing, wow, gorgeous. As you have seen in my past reading vlogs, that book, well, the audiobook it took me so long to finish it because it was dragging in the beginning and I just wasn't intrigued. I guess it was the narrator. It just wasn't working for me. But as the story progressed, I started to get even more intrigued, and I was able to finally finish the audiobook in March, and I just really loved it, loved the story. I cannot wait to read Muse of Nightmares. I've heard so many bad reviews about it, but I'm still ready to get into the story either way. I want to know what goes on in the next book that caused so many people to be put off. But yeah, I'm ready. And then I read What My Mother Doesn't Know by Sonya Sones. And this was a reread for like what, the 100th millionth time or whatever. And I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars because I just felt like it was really cute. I love the structure. It's very nice, but I feel like I would appreciate this more if I was like in middle school or in high school, which I did at the time. So this just didn't hit the same way. It wasn't the same vibe as the many times that I read it before in middle school and in high school. I definitely love the story within, and I have a special place for this book in my heart. Is it the most extravagant story? No, but there's just so many minor details and so many major details that make this book so important to me. So 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas, and I love this book. I love everything that it stands for. I love everything that it's presenting. I felt like this was the perfect time for Angie Thomas to drop this book. It's the perfect sequel to The Hate You Give. Just following Star's father Maverick as he navigates his world, and just seeing how he deals with certain issues as a black man who is a father and in the hood, like as a person who is in the hood. It was cool to see that Angie Thomas tackled the whole black father trope and just creating a new conversation. It was very refreshing, it was very nice, and I loved it so much. And kudos to Angie Thomas. I wish I could give her more than 5 stars. I want to give this book 10 out of 10 stars, if that's even possible. I love this book so much. Next, I listened to The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Let me tell you. Okay, calm down. So next, I read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and that is by V. Schwab. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and I am now a V. Schwab fan, wholeheartedly. Love that book. As an artist and as a creator, know what? No. I'm gonna stop saying that because I hate the association of artist with creator. It puts so much pressure. So as an artist, I felt so attached to the beginning of each chapter, the way that each art introduced a new chapter in her life. It just felt so intimate. I loved it so much, and I love that book so much. It has a very, very special place in my heart. And Addie LaRue is such a strong woman. I respect that book. That book is amazing. It's an experience, and I think so many people should read it. Same as Concrete Rose. It is a book I would love to give 10 out of 10 stars to. Amazingly written. I vibed with it so much. Next, I read Check Please Book 1, and that is by Ngozi Ukazu. And I gave that book 4 out of 5 stars. It's definitely a cute story, very nicely written, but I wasn't intrigued at all in the beginning. As the middle and onward, it started to get a little more interesting. It just wasn't the most surprising story. It was very cute. It was very nice, but I wasn't surprised by anything within that graphic novel. So yeah, it was nice. It wasn't anything special to me. I definitely liked it. It tackles a lot of things, and there's a lot of man love man content within it, especially since the main character is gay and he's just navigating this world that is hockey, and it's really cute. I like it, but yeah, it just wasn't as capturing as Fence. So it was the okay graphic novel of the month. So yeah. Then last, I read Medals in the Attic by Cathy, Elliot, and I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. This is a fun read. It's not really like amazing, wow, excellent, extravagant, never done before. Like it's an okay read. It's cute. I wish I read this back when I had gotten the book, which was in elementary school, I believe, or was it middle school? I think somebody gave this to me during 8th grade graduation, maybe 5th grade. And I love mystery, and the person who gave it to me because I love mystery. So this is definitely a mystery book. I liked it. It was cool. It was just a little boring for me. As I said, a fun read, but not the most intriguing, not the most capturing. I definitely would recommend this to somebody who is like starting out with books at a young age. It's definitely giving that vibe, and it's cute. I like it. It even came with a little like ribbon bookmark. It's so pretty underneath the sleeve too. And then for A Beautiful Mind, A Beautiful Life, The Bub's Guide to Being Unstoppable by Lindy Song. I didn't end up finishing that book, so I'm going to finish that in April, well, this month. And let me just say, the reread is going really well. And as I said before, this is not totally a reread, because I never really finished the book. I got far in it, but I never really finished it. So hopefully I'll be able to finish it this month. So far, it's looking like a 4 out of 5 star read, and I can't wait to finish it. So that is all for the wrap up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, comment your favorites. Band, group, or solo artist. Put me on to some music in the comments. My Instagram and my Spotify are down below, and I soon will be adding my Twitter again, and also my Goodreads is down below if you want to check any of my reviews out. And there are still links down below for the Stop Asian Hate campaign down below. I'm going to try to summarize those up in a document soon, so look out for that. And I'm also going to add some Black Lives Matter links down below, so I'm also going to add that down there. And also some for the events that are happening in Africa. I'm going to try to add those down below. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.